Good day, folks. We're at the ILA once again, Iroquois Lacrosse Arena for Arena Lacrosse League action here presented by the JVI Sports Network. I am Matthew Carrick as the Whitby Steelhawks face the Six Nations Snipers. Gray jerseys, green lettering for the Steelhawks going right to left here in our opening quarter as they come bearing in on the Six Nations Snipers goal. And the first shot there, a save made by Warren Hill, who gets the start tonight for the Snipers. Montour sent it up the near side to Riley Johnson. Running it along the near boards. His pass up top nearly mishandled at the restraining line as it now goes to the far right side. Shot straight down the pipe, and Bailey Brown, the Toronto Beaches netminder, gets his first save of the night as he gets the start here for Gavin Prout and Brad MacArthur's Steelhawk team. Another save and a rebound, juicy right there on the crease, as I believe that was Jacob Kranz. Normally the red bucket is Kranz, right on the doorstep, as this one will be fed through. And Jeff Fernandez, the former Green Gale, unable to pick it up cleanly. Chauncey Johnson one-handing it over the restraining line. That was checked out of his stick. And now the Steelhawks will get another opportunity here. Minute and a half gone as this one's fed to the right towards the crease. And Travis Saboks will get the opening goal of the game here for the Steelheads. Connecting on that goal just over a minute and a half into the opening period here. As Riley Johnson back to the dot again. He's kicking it there with Patrick McCrory. No J.P. Keeley tonight for Whitby, as he is one of their top offensive players. Parker Sands will wear number 19 instead. And this Whitby team, an opportunity missed last week at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center, as they could have taken over, gone into a tie for first, as here's a shot by Cam Milligan in on the crease, and Hill will hang on to that. Near side, Vern Hill will bring it into the zone. Flip pass here. It's played for Wayne Van Every. Far side, stumbling now is the ball carrier as it's played back to the right side. One-handed in by Craig Point, and he steps in the crease. That one's lifted just over top of Bailey Brown. Point was unhappy with the extra chop there, it looked like, from, I believe, Garrett Lewis, either him or Cody Hamley, on their way off. Cody McMahon backing his way into the offensive zone. Austin Murphy will take a shot. That one didn't get through as the shot clock continues to tick down. 6 seconds now for Cam Milligan to work with. He'll shovel it to the far side of the crease. Hill nicely to his left and will make the save, as now the Snipers work back once again. Kessler Doolittle, very familiar with this rink, as he is a Six Nations Arrows now alumni. Going out in style, winning the Minto Cup for the Six Nations Arrows. 5 on the shot clock here as they work to the middle, and the shot from Riley Johnson, saved by Brown as it goes into the corner in the C's part here. Brown forced into another save as Tyler Woodman worked in and took the shot. Rebound picked up now by Whitby. Quick up the floor, and Lewis unable to hang on to it, as he now gets it to Travis Saboks. Couple defensive players still out there for Whitby, and one of the defenders for Six Nations has lost his stick as a pass skips off the turf, and Hill comes up with a save. On the near side, Craig Point one-handing it. Longtime Six Nation Chief player here in this building, as that one sails high by Van Every up over top of Bailey Brown. Couple big whacks in there. It doesn't look like we're getting anything called just yet, as the shot clock resets as the rebound is picked up by Vern Hill. Perhaps a high stick there, I believe Tom Montour. As we get the over and back call here against Whitby. We've played 5 minutes in the first period. 10:03 left. Pardon me, opening quarter here. Playing in the NLL rulebook. I was wondering if we'd see the slam dunk attempt there from behind the net. Of course, we all saw that recently from the NLL the other week as they try again that cross crease pass. And again, it's a loose ball here. One-handed pickup by Milligan. He goes over the shoulder, and that's way high off the glass with 6 on the shot clock. Picked up by the Snipers, and they come bursting out over center. I believe that's Cecil Montour wearing 97. Rebound played off the glass, off the breakaway save by Bailey Brown. 1-0 for Whitby so far. Travis Subolks, the only goal scorer until right now. Pardon me, Luke Laskowitz will wear the double 5s here this evening for Six Nations. Tom Montour controlling this face-off. Team that can put together runs is 8-3 in the second quarter. The last time these two teams faced, it was a 21-20 Whitby Steelhawks victory. In the early part of the season, this shot will skip off the turf, the backboards, and then the rafters here at the ILA as Whitby recovers. So if you're a fan of offense, these middle periods is where it happened last time. 4-4 after the first period, 5-5 in the fourth. All the rest of those 41 goals were scored in the middle two frames, with Six Nations controlling the second quarter and Whitby controlling the third. Bouncer to the near side. Halfway through the shot clock now for Six Nations as they work it to Laskowitz on the far boards. Bouncer in front will be blindly shoveled towards the net by Vern Hill. Picked up by Brandon Turner. And Turner one-handing it, trying to get past the defense. Couple players out now. Blaze Riordan there to pick it up on the crease. Steelhawks still looking for a shot, and that one surprised Hill. But he does recover in time to make the save. This one's lifted up towards center. John Leclerc wearing 21 for Whitby tonight. He's going to head off here as Austin Murphy will take over for Whitby. They work into the zone. A couple big whacks there as it's returned for Milligan now. Milligan, Murphy, far side. Riordan the shot, looking low on Hill. And the Snipers look to set up now. Tyler Woodman to the far side. Laskowitz. Luke Laskowitz in all alone. A number of tap dances right there on the line. This guy gets all of Ontario covered as he plays with the Cobra Kodiaks in the summer in Major Series Lacrosse. As the offside shot there by Dylan Hutchison. An early exit to the game last week for Hutchison, as he took a 5 and a game high stick call in what looked like a very dangerous play against Niall Caravello, but Caravello looked okay after the game, although at the time the incident looked very bad indeed. Here's Vern Hill on the breakaway. Vern Hill and Luke Laskowitz so far for the Six Nations Snipers. Travis Sabolks got it started for Whitby, and on the stoppage in play, we'll get the officials timeout. 2-1 Six Nations. Austin Murphy will get us started outside the timeout here. So he works to his right for Fernandez. Murphy back into the corner. Milligan, oh, what a play from Murphy, and that one worked around Hill off the backboards. Back down for Murphy as he tries to find Sabos in front. Milligan near the restraining line. Bench letting them know they've got 10 on the shot clock. Blaze Riordan for Fernandez. His skip shot off the arm of Hill, and it goes out of play. And we'll get a fresh 30 here for Whitby, much to the delight of the visiting bench. Fernandez works its way to Milligan. A save made there by Hill and jogged up one-handed by Kessler Doolittle. Doolittle takes the shot. Normally we see the wooden stick for Doolittle as Mark Farthing struggles to accept that pass. Now he'll work around the corner on the defender as Brandon Turner will take over. Those two, Turner and Farthing, heading off for a change as Milligan comes into the offense. Staring down Jake Kranz. Ball off the boards, shot and rebound by Cody McMahon. He'll recover to Blaze Riordan. All kinds of space, ISO play here for Cam Milligan as they work to the far side. Riordan up top. Now Milligan again to the crease. He ends up in the crease. Chancey Johnson was looking to lay the lumber and the body, and ball was dropped by the man in the crease though, as the Snipers outlet pass just a little bit too far for Vern Hill as they were trying for their second breakaway goal by Hill. Off the bench, hard shot by Curtis Conley. He was stood up as Warren Hill hangs onto the rebound this time. Wayne Van Every, winter ball superstar Wayne Van Every. He's been doing it in this season of lacrosse for a number of years, and he's going to find Craig Point. That is a dangerous combination. And that will make it 3-1 in favor of the Snipers. Big whack off to draw. Riley Johnson coming in off the dot as Whitby will take over here. Blaze Riordan unable to accept that pass as it bounces into Warren Hill. Wenster Green over center. Tom Montour. Now the bouncer from Van Every to the far side. Montour, a sidearm shot. Save, and it skips off the top of the glass but stays in play. Montour, we normally see wearing number 9, but with Craig Point on this team, he's got 18, which is 9 twice, obviously. Brown with a couple saves now in succession on this trip down the floor. Mark Farthing will gain it back for Whitby, though. And Farthing going to go for a run here. 2-on-1 for Whitby. The pass to the crease out of the reach of Cody McMahon. Not unfamiliar territory for Mark Farthing, but on his wrong side. Normally not where you'll see him on the floor. Known more for his defensive prowess, as this one knocked down by Whitby, and no one really sure where it is, as now it will be a Steelhawks player that'll get to it and lifting the shot over top. Hard to tell here. I think it's Parker Sands. 19, who gets just the second goal of the game here for Whitby tonight. The face-off, Steelhawks player winning it, Austin Murphy. We'll roll it back near side, Patrick McCrory. On a bounce to the far side, Jacob Kranz. Hard check for his man near side, as Murphy has it now. Towards the crease, the shot there. 2 minutes left as Warren Hill somehow managed to keep that in front of him.
Riley Johnson and Pat McCory on the face-off, and we've got an illegal procedure. We're going to go Whitby ball. Jordy Jones-Smith with it. Mark Farthing. Farthing brings it up. Pops over to Cody McMahon. Cody McMahon down low to Blaze Reardon. Reardon leaning in on Jacob Kranz. Going to bring it up top. Nope, he's going to go underneath here against Tommy Montour. Cutter, Travis Sabotis drops the ball, picked back up. Cam Milligan at the top. Millie looking for the shot. A shot and a save by Warren Hill. Hill with the outlet to Darius Anderson. Brings the ball up. Quick pass over to Craig Point. Craig Point taking the ball on the right side. Moves the ball out to Luke Lazarus. Luke shoots and scores. Ball tweaks through Bailey Brown's legs. Riley Johnson with the ball, picks the ball up himself off the face-off, but loses it on a double team by Whitby. And we've got Dylan Hutchinson taking a slash, no call, brings the ball up the floor. Tic-tac-toe, Cody McMahon gets double. We will have a penalty there. Looks like a hold. Yep, it is a hold. 1958. Be a Whitby power play. Whitby sets up with strong right. Cam Milligan at the top. Austin Murphy on the right shooter. Tyler Sabotis on the left crease, or sorry, the right crease. Blaze Reardon on the left crease. Cody McMahon in the left shooter. McMahon with the ball down to Reardon. Play a little catch here before they run something. Milligan looking like he's going to shoot. He's going to go deep to Reardon. Reardon back up to Milligan. There's the shot, and it's wide. Loose ball picked up by Cody McMahon. We've got less than 10 on the shot clock. Reardon across crease. And a goal by Austin Murphy. Power play goal here, 13:32. So the goals are starting to come plenty here early in the second quarter. So that was Austin Murphy from Blaze Reardon and Cam Milligan. A power play goal makes it 4-3 for Six Nations Snipers. Jordy Jones-Smith moves the ball deep to Reardon. Reardon's just going to play quarterback here. He's going to lean in on Tommy Montour. He's got the feet moving here, still with the ball. Murphy at the top. Tries to drop in to Cam Milligan. Milligan just can't squeeze it. Hill slides it out to Montour. Slow transition here. Moves the ball up to Luke Lazarus. Luke looking to go one-on-one. He's looking for the shot. Pulls it back out. Swings it to Tyler Woodman. Woodman to Van Every to Point. Point's going to squeeze through. He's in, and he drops the ball as he goes to shoot. Less than 5 on the shot clock. Tommy Montour fires and scores from the white restraining line, way outside, and just a sniper shot on the far right side. And that makes the score 5-3 Snipers. Riley Johnson pulls that out. Tommy Montour runs, picks up the loose ball. Nope, it's picked up actually by Pat McCory, Whitby's drawman. Loses it, picks it back up. It falls in top to Garrett Lewis, who's stopped by Warren Hill right on top of the crease. Whitby retains possession on the rebound. Dylan Hutchinson. Austin Murphy. Six Nations playing a guy up deep, so we're seeing some 4-on-4 lacrosse in the offensive end for Whitby, which should favor the Steelhawks. There's a two-man game. In the crease there is Austin Murphy as he drops the pass. Tommy Montour moves the ball up to Vern Hill. Vern Hill moves it to Wayne Van Every. Van Every drops the ball on a nice check by Parker Sands, and he moves the ball up. And then a quick pass up the floor further by Corey Upshaw is over the intended target, Cam Milligan. Darius Anderson with the ball, brings it up cross center. A little bounce pass to Craig Point. Point's immediately checked by Corey Upshaw. He moves the ball to Wayne Van Every, to Luke Lazarus on the right side. Luke looking for the one-on-one, goes underneath on Parker Sands, flips it out to Point. Point flips it out to Van Every. They try to go deep to Luke Lazarus, and the pass is knocked down by Parker Sands. And we're going to have a 30-second shot violation. Whitby brings the ball up. Parker Sands scored on a breakaway late in the first quarter to make it 3-2 at the time. We're sitting at 5-3 Six Nations Snipers. Cody McMahon, left side, takes it deep, flips it back up top to Austin Murphy. Murphy's going to shoot and score. Austin Murphy, second goal of the game, second goal in the last 3 minutes. Six Nations takes the ball on possession. Once to Green. Green flips it to Wayne Van Every. Van Every across to Luke Lazarus. I do apologize if I have Luke's last name wrong. Luke's got the ball by the boards high up on the right side. Down low to Craig Point. Point over to Van Every. Van Every's playing quarterback here, looking for an opening. He's going to try to go underneath. He brings it to the front. Shot and a nice save by Billy Brown, who just stands strong and lets the ball hit him, which is a good sign for goalies when they can cut angles like that. Dylan Hutchins takes the ball from Garrett Lewis. Looks to make a pass over to Cam Milligan. Milligan's going to fire from outside. Hits the backboard, hits the back of Warren Hill, and Warren's able to get it before it falls in behind him in the net. Tommy Montour, Vern Hill. Vern Hill tries to go to a breaking Riley Johnson off the bench. No goal, but Tyler Woodsman picks up the loose ball, and it's still Snipers' possession. We got too many men here. Six Nations Snipers and referees do not call it, so they get a break there. So we'll see if that catches up with them later. But they retain possession. Ball over to Craig Point. Craig Point shoots and snipes from offside, shooting from his left side. He's a right-hander, and he picks the top corner. Now, if you are joining the Arena Lacrosse League for the first time, you should know this. This is a league that does provide players for the National Lacrosse League. And it also provides a great ground for players in the National Lacrosse League that are coming back from injuries, need some conditioning. They can come down and play a game or two and get their conditioning back, and then they head back up to the National Lacrosse League. While I'm talking there, the Snipers just had a great chance. Blaze Reardon missed, and the ball's turned over going the other way. Once to Green hits Wayne Van Every off the bench. Wayne Van Every goes underneath, shoots wide over top the net. Whitby with the loose ball. Good check by Luke Lazarus. Luke picks the ball up, and here we go again with the Snipers' possession. Vern Hill at the top. Over to Winston Green, back up to Vern Hill, back over to Luke Lazarus. Luke's going to play here to have a look. He's going to wait. He's going to cut. Misses a cutter, Wayne Van Every, but it's picked up and dropped by the Snipers player. Dylan Hutchinson, 3-on-2, Whitby, drops it down low. Cody McMahon, nope, Jeff Fernandez, my apologies, can't grasp it. And a moving pick violation on Dylan Hutchinson, puts the ball down. We've got a breakaway going the other way. Tommy Montour, no, he drops the ball on a pass from Darius Anderson, but he's able to recover the loose ball, and the Snipers retain possession. Montour goes underneath, shoots, and scores. 5-hole on Bailey Brown. A nice little move by Montour coming from his wrong side to some good battles in the face-off circle here between Riley Johnson and Pat McQuarrie of the Steelhawks. So far, it looks like the Snipers are getting the better of the draw. Tommy Montour picks up that one, and he moves the ball to Jacob Kranz. Kranz to Van Every. He's going to hit a Riley Johnson cutting, and a great save there by Bailey Brown. Again, being big and just moving the arms when he needs to. Doesn't try to do too much. Doesn't go for the quick little fake. Cody Hamley brings the ball up, moves it to McMahon. McMahon moves to Austin Murphy. Murphy comes around that, tries to move it back to McMahon. McMahon can't squeeze it. Vern Hill trying to find that loose ball, still trying to find it. He's got her now, and Vern Hill's going to run this up, and let's see if he can get over center, and he just beats the time clock. We've got a penalty here for something behind the play. I missed it. So Whitby again will set up with the power play here, and it's the same setup as last time. You got Milligan at the top, McMahon in the left shooter, Murphy in the right shooter, Blaze Reardon on the left crease, and Travis Kabotis on the right crease. Milligan at the top to McMahon, back to Milligan. Shoots, and Warren Hill gets his shoulder up on that. Jacob Kranz trying to find a loose ball. Blaze Reardon makes a nice little flip pass to retain possession, and a new 30-second clock for Whitby. Austin Murphy trying to force a pass in and turns it over. Not a good. Jacob Kranz with the ball to Luke Lazarus off the bench. Minute and 20 seconds left in the penalty. Luke Lazarus flips it back over. Tyler Woodsman down to Wayne Van Every. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Van Every brings it back up to the restraining line. He looks for a cutter. It gets picked off. We've got a breakaway for Cody McMahon, and he drops the ball. So there's a couple breakaways either team, and the lead guy can't squeeze the pass. But Whitby's still on the power play. They're going to set up. Sometimes that's not the worst thing if you don't catch that breakaway pass. Milligan to Murphy, back to Milligan, over to Reardon, to Murphy, and Murphy scores. That's number 3 of this quarter for Austin Murphy here in the second quarter. Nice draw by Riley Johnson to go forward with it. Parker Sand stepped up on the defense for the Steelhawks, which prevents a fast break. But Snipers carry the ball. Luke Lazarus, right side, 15 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to take that to the net by the looks of things. Late in the clock, he makes a quick left pass. And a nice goal there by Wenster Green. And a nice little flip pass by Luke Lazarus. So if you are searching on arenalacrosseleague.ca, you'll see a lot of our games up on our website. JVI is our proud video, does all the games for us. Him and Lance Wynn, and terrific group of guys. And we, as you can see, we get top-notch play-by-play action. We have Dylan Hutchinson legging the ball up the floor, and he gets over the clock, and he hits Murphy, and Murphy with the shot, and a nice save there by Warren Hill. Murphy gets the rebound. Over to Reardon, Reardon over to Milligan, Milligan back to Reardon. Milligan takes a shot from the outside, nice save again by Hill. Darius Anderson's got a deep fast break. Vern Hill is looking for him, and yep, he gets it up again, just beating the 8-second clock. So we've got Six Nations in transition here. Luke Lazarus off the bench. He shoots and he scores. Bailey Brown can't squeeze that one, and that one finds a hole and gets through. I see Whitby try to slow it down for a couple minutes here. It's 9-5 Snipers, and this could be a good move by the Steelhawks bench to get Bailey Brown over and settle him down a little bit. He's young and he's played well in his time in the league, and this could be a good moment for him, a learning curve. And Lucas Coots has played a lot, and he'll come in and see if he can shut the door for a while for the Steelhawks. And there's the first save by Coots. As Kessler Doolittle drove the net. There we go, and Whitby Steelhawk fast break off to Murphy, off the bench, and a nice save by Warren Hill, as Murphy didn't try to wait him out. He went short side, and Hill stuck up the shoulder and made the save. Cam Milligan with the ball on the right side up high by the restraining line. He's looking to shoot, and he does shoot, and I think Hill got a piece of it, but the referees are calling no shot, and they're going to call over and back there. Well, we're going to get together here. I think the referees are trying to figure this out.
Okay, if you want to say something.
Okay, Whitby's going to start with the ball here as we come out of the referee's timeout. They just closed the penalty box door, and it's Austin Murphy, Travis Sabotis. He's going to go low to Cam Milligan. Cam Milligan swings it, Blaze Reardon. Hits the counter, Sabotis can't squeeze it, drops the pass. And we get looks like a penalty coming to Sabotis. A retaliation swing by Six Nation goes uncontested. Tommy Montour brings the ball over center. And the Snipers have a 6-on-5 here. Delayed call coming to the Steelhawks. Craig Point with the ball, swings it to Riley Johnson. Wayne Van Every at the top, over to Craig Point. Point's going to fake. Pull it back out. He's going to hit Tommy Montour. Wayne Van Every. Van Every drops the ball, still has it, but the clock runs out 30 seconds. We've got a Snipers power play coming up for Slash and Travis Sabotis at 3:50. Can match them on power play goals here as they get their first opportunity. Wouldn't be able to match them, obviously, but they can cut that and get one themselves. Van Every at the top. Vern Hill playing the left shooter. Riley Johnson playing the left crease. Luke Lazarus playing the right shooter. Craig Point playing the right crease. And they go tic-tac-toe goal. Riley Johnson on the left crease from Craig Point on a pass from top to right crease from Wayne Van Every. So we're back to even strength here as the Snipers do get a power play goal. So overall, both teams are 3 for 3 on a power play. Patty McQuarrie finds the loose ball up by center. Six Nations again is going to leave an offensive player up the floor and allow Whitby to play 4-on-4 in the offensive end. Again, as I said earlier, I think this does favor the offense here. More floor, lots of space. Blaze Reardon on Jacob Kranz. He leans in on him, moves the ball to Cam Milligan. Milligan shoots, and the ball goes off of Wayne Van Every, and it looks like Wayne Van Every came out with a slash on the play, and he's going to take a penalty. And we'll see if they can pick one up here to get back into this game as the Snipers are on a bit of a run. They've got 3 in a row here to get to 10-5. Milligan at the top, to Murphy, back to Milligan, to McMahon on the left side, back to Milligan. Milligan's going to shoot and shoots wide. Svobodas can't squeeze the rebound. Warren Hill finds it. Warren Hill's looking to hit the player off the bench, and he does. Great pass from goalie to the bench, and it's Tyler Woodsman who goes underneath, and Lucas Coots gets the stick down between the legs and makes the save. Jordy Jones-Smith with the ball. He's going to bring it up to Cody McMahon, and Whitby will get their power play back on. McMahon takes it to the left shooter, drops it low to Reardon. Reardon throws it back up to McMahon. McMahon to Milligan, to Reardon, to McMahon. Milligan backhand pass. Austin Murphy to McMahon. McMahon shoots, and a nice save by Warren Hill. As they all say, kick, save, and a beauty. Milligan at the top. McMahon, left shooter. Reardon, left crease. Wants to go back down there. It's not going to happen. McMahon's going to pick it up and just shoot because the lane opened up on a nice pick there, and McMahon picks the ball back up. Can't see who the right creaseman is on this one for Whitby. It's actually Curtis Connolly. We just saw him there as he turned around. But Warren Hill with the save, and it's ball's brought up floor. Webster Green. Green hits Craig Point coming off the bench. 15 seconds in the shot clock, 30 seconds in the penalty. Luke Lazarus with the ball. He's got 10 on the shot clock. He's going to throw it into Point. Point can't squeeze it. Lucas Coots got Cody McMahon sitting down waiting for it. McMahon takes the lead pass from Coots, and Warren Hill just outweights him and makes the save. Hill moves it to Vern Hill. Vern Hill's got about 3 seconds to get over, and he doesn't, well, he gets over. He almost gets picked off by Parker Sands. 15 seconds on the shot clock, and we're back to even strength. Wayne Van Every coming out of the penalty box takes the pass. Luke Lazarus with the ball. Lazarus on the right side, looking to go underneath, but he flips it to Point. Point flips it back door to Wayne Van Every, and it is fun to watch when you see ball movement like that in the Arena Lacrosse League. Riley Johnson continues his face-off dominance, moves the ball to Wayne Van Every. Wayne Van Every to Jacob Kranz. He's on his offside, makes a smart decision to pull the ball out. And he moves the ball to Luke Lazarus on the right side. Up in the shooter spot, Lazarus looking. He's going to swing it. Wayne Van Every back to Lazarus. Lazarus is going to shoot this one. And that's another kick save and a beauty. As you heard me say that for Warren Hill, I'm going to say that this time for Lucas Coots. 25.1 seconds here. We've got a sniper's timeout. 4 weekend is going to be April 7th, April 8th at the track in Oakville, the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. The Toronto Monarchs are our host team this year, and they will be in the Final Four along with the 3 winners from the quarterfinal games on March 31st. If you can't get down and see a game live, make sure you continue to tune into our website at arenalacrosseleague.ca. Lots of great action posted each week from all our games. And if you can't get down live, tickets are very reasonable, $10 for adults, $5 for children under 14, and the product is terrific. We play by National Lacrosse League rules, and the game is fast-paced. Lots of goals, as you've seen here in the second quarter, and big hits, and a little bit of everything else. So we've got the Snipers coming out of the timeout with the ball, 25.1 seconds left. I would imagine they're going to start it, and yep, they are, with Wayne Van Every at the top. They've got Craig Point, Luke Lazarus on the right side, and they brought Tommy Montour out for the 6-on-5 play. In past, watching this team play, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to feed that inside to Montour, or they have him come up and do an up pick. Ball gets moved to Vern Hill on the left crease. Back up to Riley Johnson. He's going to swing that to to Van Every to Lazarus. We've got 15 on the shot clock. Lazarus going to hold it down to 10 seconds on the game clock. Point, here we go. Point swings. He's looking for Van Every. He tries to swing Van Every, drops the ball. He picks it up, and the time expires. And Van Every throws the ball late, and we have a little bit of a push with him and Mark Farthing, but nothing comes of it. And that ends our second quarter, and that ends our half. Six Nations Snipers 11, Whitby Steelhawks 5.
Welcome back to the ILA, ladies and gentlemen. Second half action here between the Whitby Steelhawks and the Six Nations Snipers. It is an 11-5 lead for the Snipers. As we said last time, that's how the game sort of went when these two teams faced, to a 21-20 Steelhawks victory. Second quarter was controlled by the Snipers, 8-3. We were 12-7 after the first half back in early January, 11-5 right now. So hang on here, because Whitby took over in the third in their last meeting. So anything can happen right now. Still bearing down on Bailey Brown. There's Wayne Van Every. This shot goes wide into the corner, bounces straight to a defender in front of the crease. And Corey Upshaw will now turn out of harm's way and get it up to Parker Sands, who runs out of time on the shot clock. Or pardon me, the 8-second count to get over center for Parker Sands. Five Snipers in the offensive zone, and they had one defending. But I believe the in-home player rule is in effect, so Darius Anderson will go in. There was an in-home marked for Whitby, and I believe it's Cody Hamley, but that lasted all of 10 seconds before Whitby scored, and I believe it was Blaze Riordan from the far side. And like we said, Whitby in that third quarter in their last meeting, after it was 8-3, scored 9 in their third quarter. Here's the shot. Defense steps up, and that's off the stick of Jordy Jones-Smith. Straight to a Steelhawk player as Patrick McRory comes over center. Played into the corner. Jake Kranz high to play defense on Murphy. Milligan, he gets around Montour, shoots low. That one's going to skip wide of the net and work to the far side, where Blaze Riordan taken hard into the boards. In towards the crease, Subalks in front and stepped in the crease, which allows Six Nations to cross center. Webster Green, one-time Buffalo Bandits draft pick a few years ago. As a partially blocked shot there, unable to follow all the way through, was Laskowicz. He's got a couple now in the game. May have heard it earlier, the quarterfinal matchups in the Arena Lacrosse League playoffs. About 2 weeks away before Final Four weekend at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center, April 7th and 8th. Semifinals on the 7th, and the second annual Arena Lacrosse League Cup championship game will be played April the 8th. Oshawa, the defending champions, as Blaze Riordan comes in and takes another shot for the Snipers. They've got some work to do if Six Nations wants to be part of that, trailing Peterborough by 1 game for 6th out of the 7 teams, as Riordan into Milligan, and he's going to toe the line, taken hard into the end boards after the fact by Chancey Johnson. And Johnson arguing the call, but as Johnson will sit for 2. Steelhawks already with 1 power play goal in the quarter, which they scored on that substitution penalty. Took them 10 seconds. Right around this time as Milligan shoots again. Right on the 10-second mark, actually. Rebound this time picked up by Murphy, though. over to the far side, and a stutter step and a bit of a delayed shot. Caught Warren Hill going to his left. He went down, and that opened the top of the net. And Riley Johnson, who's been dynamite at the faceoff circle so far in this game. We get early movement from his number 12 counterpart, Patrick McRory. And the Snipers get a chance to set up here with 11.5 left in the quarter. Low strip from Brandon Turner causes the turnover here as Parker Sands over for Blaze Riordan, and he shoots through Warren Hill. And don't look now, but it's only a 4-goal lead as Whitby is rolling. You're watching Arena Lacrosse League presented by the JVI Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and get notifications whenever a new Arena Lacrosse League game goes live. Low shot there off the backboards. Bounces straight to Wayne Van Every. He'll return to the far side. I believe that's Laskowitz over there. Dancing around, trying to get past Jordy Jones-Smith, who takes a big whack after the fact. Tyler Woodman up top. His shot goes wide. Shot clock ticks down. They were working on them before the start of the second half here. And the one in that zone is stuck, so the Snipers weren't aware how low the clock was. But it was the shot clock violation, which turns into a Travis Sabolk shot and save by Warren Hill, as now the Snipers work in with it. Vern Hill spins back. Briefly had Montour with him, but in Whitby's zone. Their entire defense quickly onto the floor. An initial fake and then over the shoulder for real. Billy Brown collapses over this shot, looking for help, still looking. Now turns and fires down the floor, and I think they've actually switched on us. That's Lucas Coote now. In net for Whitby. Here's the shot off the shoulder of Hill. Save made, and it'll be brought down the floor, led by Darius Anderson. (12-8) in favor of the Six Nations Snipers. As Whitby works in again, and Warren Hill trying to keep it that way. Played up for Montour, who looks down floor, but again, a quick change from the Steelhawks. As Van Every goes to the far side. Van Every in the middle here. Ball carrier hauled down, and an extra chop on Laskowitz. 6:04 gone here in the third quarter. Lead that was once 6, now cut to 4 by Whitby. Snipers trying to extend it again. Van Every will take top position. Down in the corner for point. The cutter here is Vern Hill. The shot goes off the boards and lands dormant in the crease. And a Sniper player, I believe, went through the crease to go get that. As Whitby works to center, big hit there by Van Every. Stick rides high, and the official goes up as well. So a minute and a half into the power play. Trail official was Roger Nurse, who had the call. Initial shot, rebound squirted free, and it was blown dead. They picked up and scored, did Austin Murphy, and the Whitby Steelhawk bench. Looks like Ryan McMichael is the most upset out of everybody. Roger Nurse gave the explanation and walked away. And we'll play, should be 4-on-4 here. As Murphy goes to the far side for Riordan. Couple whacks there from Jacob Kranz. One-time Wallaceburg Red Devil. if I'm not mistaken, was Jake Kranz. This one off the end glass towards the crease. Riordan picked up. Kranz now heading off as he flips it to Tyler Woodman. Bench still on the case of the official as there's only one penalty on the board. That reads 50 seconds, and it is the sniper's penalty as Mark Farthing postures up on his man. Point up top. Farthing with a chop for him. Points over the shoulder, flip to Woodman. He works away from the double team, takes the shot, and Coote goes down to make that save. Turner, Jordy Jones-Smith, 30 seconds away from becoming a, albeit brief, sniper's power play as Milligan tries to work around Chancey Johnson. Ball goes all the way up top. Shot by Cody McMahon. Something happened on the Steelhawks bench. I think someone fell off the bench there as the snipers walk in and score. Out in 40 seconds, I believe, was the call. So it'll be a 36-second Six Nations power play. And our next stoppage, we await the officials' timeout. Oh, it looked like perhaps early movement there from Riley Johnson. But no call. It comes to the near side, and Jacob Kranz will pick up. Ball still down, a couple big whacks for Johnson. The near side, he'll drag it out and flip to Craig Point. He goes to the far boards for Laskowitz. His pass through a maze of sticks. Only two snipers on the floor right now. Now three as Jacob Kranz walks across center to pick that up. Over his shoulder. Again, they couldn't see the shot clock. That should have been officials' timeout. They decide not to take it. As now the snipers player comes out. Plays Riordan, Cody McMahon. Near side, Austin Murphy fakes and shoots and scores. Got a step on Kyle Isaacs. Face off one, it ends up in front of the snipers bench. Played on the near side for Van Every. Murphy now with 4 goals in the game. It's a 4-goal lead for the snipers as Brandon Turner will pick this out of a pile. And they've got a leader. Blaze Riordan takes the shot and Warren Hill makes the save. Riordan picks it up. Snipers bench arguing he went through the crease to do so. But now Van Every back on defense. All over Riordan, no call. Wenster Green a couple whacks up for Milligan. Milligan backing out. They let one of the defenders get off as Riordan goes down. Chancey Johnson an extra poke as Riordan was on the floor. Nobody saw that. Now Van Every and Riordan having a word or two as the ball is moved up the near side by Kessler Doolittle. Doolittle up top for Woodman. The give and go there, working with Doolittle, and just let him a little too much as the ball ends up dormant in the Steelhawk crease. 5 minutes left in the period. Here's Travis Sabolks. Getting through the middle, took on 3 defenders. In the end, Jacob Kranz running him out of space. Up for Murphy. Diving play towards the line and not in, says Roger Nurse, who was right there. 4.5 minutes as they run up over center. Vern Hill absorbs that hit. Now puts it in the corner. Wenster Green. All the way up top. Van Every, a quick peek at the shot clock, which reads 10 seconds. Vern Hill having trouble picking this up in the corner and ended up flipping it into the safety netting over top of the glass. It comes back down in play, but it'll be Steelhawks possession. 4 minutes remain in the third quarter. 13-9. It's a 4-goal lead for the snipers. It was 6 coming into the quarter, and now miscommunication up top. Murphy can't hang on to the pass. as it bounces out over top of half. Out of the corner, this one will be bounced all the way to center here for Van Every. No cutter there as ball was passed into open space by Craig Point. And now the dunk shot. Lucas Coote stands his ground and makes the save. Turner looking for help. Ran into the stick of Van Every, and that forced the ball to go wide, and this has caused all kinds of problems for Whitby. Looked like it might have been kicked back over center there, but Milligan will go to the far side. No reset as Warren Hill hangs on, and it's going to squeak out from underneath his arm and out of the crease. Here's Woodman. Tyler Woodman back for Wayne Van Every to the far side. Now point for Six Nations. They tried to get it in front, and the crease man was drilled there. Riley Johnson. Now it rolls in for Coote as he picks up and starts it back for Whitby. Johnson goes off. Not sure if he's frustrated or injured, as now Jordy Jones-Smith stays on for offense. Pass from Travis Zabel. It's too high. I was just about to say, it's been a while since we've seen Jordy Jones-Smith up in the O side of the ball. At one point, a transition specialist for the Whitby Warriors. But he touched down in the crease. And now Six Nations, a beautiful jumping goal there from Craig Point. Puts it behind Lucas Coote. 14-9, now a 5-goal lead. Riley Johnson and McCrory again. Johnson controls possession, takes a massive chop, and there's no call. Van Every was looking for one. So he's got it on the near side. Over to Laskowitz now. Minute 45 left in the quarter. They try and go back up top for Woodman. Woodman for Van Every had a bit of trouble handling it. Van Every through the middle. Tipped ahead, now picked up by Whitby. Austin Murphy, big hit coming. There's Van Every drilling his man. They're late in the 8 count. And the pass does connect right in front of the Six Nations bench. Murphy, Milligan. Milligan over his shoulder to Murphy. Lots of movement in front of Hill. But they're in time to make the save as now Snipers jog it up over center. Vern Hill leading the way as we're approaching the last minute of the third quarter. No repeat of the last time these two teams met. 9-2 in favor of Whitby in that game. And they're only managed to gain a 1-goal advantage here in this period. Bench wanting a shot as there's 40 seconds left. Looks like they'll go 2 for 1 here in the third. It's a shot, it's a save from Hill, and it lands in the crease with 34 seconds left. So Whitby should get it back again. As Kessler Doolittle all the way up to center for Vern Hill. He'll hang on as long as he can. 16 seconds left in the shot clock. 20 now left in the quarter. As Craig Point, a hard pass to Riley Johnson on the near side. Woodman through the middle. Now Vern Hill in there as well. They both open space for Laskowitz, who takes a sidearm shot. Laskowitz and Brandon Turner exchanging jabs. 3-2 now in the period, and Whitby not aware as Wenster Green grabs it and he'll fire it down the floor. But that's all that there will be here in the third quarter. It's a 5-goal lead for Six Nations, looking to sneak their way into the quarterfinals. My apologies, I misspoke at the end of that third quarter. As the quarterfinals, here's a shot and a goal. We'll get back to the playoff format. But Whitby, they were banging the sticks to start that power play, or that face-off, pardon me. End up winning the face-off, working it down, and shooting and scoring in behind Warren Hill. So that puts them in double digits. Toronto hosting Final Four weekend with a bye. The remaining 6 seeds 2 through 7 will play in 3 quarterfinal matchups. So Whitby sitting in second place and a game behind 6th. Six Nations coming into tonight. This could be one of your quarterfinal matchups. And remember, Whitby 21-20 early on in the season, 14-10 now for Six Nations. So I think either way you cut it, even that is going to be a great matchup. But Toronto with, as we record this game, 2 games in hand in terms of standings over Whitby. So they're looking to win to keep pace with what is now a 9-2 Toronto Monarchs team. Errant pass far side. Craig Point up top. Couple sidestep dance moves by Laskowicz. Hard collision on the near boards. And Whitby, I believe, awarded possession on the interference as Parker Sands brings it up over center. There's Austin Murphy, the red cage on the helmet to the orange gloved Blaze Riordan. Fernandez to Milligan. He ends up with a shot. Hill with the save. And Tom Montour. Iroquois Nationals bucket for Montour. As a change now complete for Six Nations. Van Every to the far side. There is open space for Riley Johnson. Dives, but took off on the line. And it remains a 4-goal game. For more information on that Final Four weekend and the quarterfinals, sure to visit arenalacrosseleague.ca. Picked up near side by McMahon. Far side, Murphy, the no-look shot this time. Resets the shot clock, and it bounces off of Hill. Straight to Darius Anderson, though. Anderson, here's Vern Hill, the twist shot. Looked like he was going to fake backhand and then brought it back to the near side. Coot. Johnson versus Brandon Turner now. Face-off dot. They both try to kick for it. Speed skating style, and it looks like Turner's got a bit of rug rash there as Coot stands his ground. Off the Laskowicz shot from the crease, and it ends up down the floor for Whitby with a fresh 30. Dylan Hutchinson. Peterborough Laker. Intercepted there and trying to lead Montour. How many times has this happened in this building? His sidearm shot goes just wide as he rushed it a little bit. Jordy Jones-Smith on the wrong side of center. Waved at by Johnson. Jeff Fernandez heads up on the bench as that one bounces towards and in the front door, I believe. The high pass out of the reach of Blaze Riordan as Van Every will jog it over center. 15-10, 5-goal lead now for Six Nations on the crease. Coot falls in. The ball looked like the whole time stayed on the near side of the line. Palmer Farkenhausen, pardon me. It's a tough one, I apologize. Was right there to make the call as Kyle Isaacs picks up. Was 2-1, 2-on-1 for the Snipers. And Coot able to make the save. Quickly back up the floor for Hutchinson. Here in the fourth quarter, still running. And maybe a bit of a tactic here for Whitby as a few less legs for the Snipers here tonight. A high shot there on Hill. Took that in the shoulder, trying to lead Chancey Johnson. Johnson will go into the corner for it. And over the back, Jason Crawford. Called for interference. Point through the middle, takes a couple bumps, all the way around his body. And the shot looked like it surprised Coote, but he was in position. Now Point diving at the ball carrier, late in the 8 count. And Parker Sands will dump it down the floor. Kyle Isaacs, the long pass, nearly connected with Van Every, but it bounces into the crease of Coote. And Whitby will work it up over center. Riordan, McMahon. Into the corner, Fernandez. For Cam Milligan, far side. Milligan straight to the net, and that's off the shoulder and up off the glass as it bounces back down for Riordan again. Pair of 10s in the corner. Blaze Riordan, Kyle Isaacs, and Ryan McMichael has just been asked to leave by referee John Sabo. We'll switch spots, and it looks like Van Every's going to start with the ball on this power play. Point, Van Every, Laskowitz. Vern Hill couldn't handle the pass as it goes to the far side. Van Every reaching for it, and Coote with the big paddle will pick up. Again, NLL rules, the smaller winter plastic stick for these goaltenders. As Luke Laskowitz will give it for Point. Hard fake to the top. Coote way out of position. And nice job by Jordy Jones-Smith to take the shot away. But straight down the pipe, the skipper off the turf. And Van Every. Smith hard on the slide, took the shot away. And then from up top, Wayne Van Every, a bouncer off the turf. Makes it, I believe, a 6-goal lead. Oof. Close play over there as Curtis Conley got tied up with his man. They both nearly ended up going through the open door on the Steelhawks bench, but looks like everyone's all right as Laskowitz gains this loose ball. Up top for Woodman. Near side, Laskowitz again. Defender jumps in front of him. And it's played back for Montour. Cutter was Woodman looking for Johnson. Riley Johnson takes a couple whacks, goes down as Woodman goes around the crease to lay the lumber on his man. Blaze Riordan stops on the ad banner. Waiting inside the restraining line, a peek over his shoulder. Shot clock reads 10. As it's fired down the middle, Austin Murphy. And Chauncey Johnson, as Murphy jumped, shot it into his body, so it remains down. And Blaze Riordan took a shot, looks like in the hip, as him and Darius Anderson were close to each other. Riordan just now making it to the bench and now goes through the door towards the room. Murphy catches this midair, the shot. This saved by Warren Hill. And Fernandez dropped by Anderson now. The offense will get back on the floor. Another jump ball as Cam Milligan one-hands it around the crease. And then shot from Riordan again. He's going to take up residence in front of the crease one more time. As Jeff Fernandez takes it, shoots it down the pipe, and that's off the logo on the chest of Warren Hill, who gets up and fires it in the direction of Tom Montour. But the first one there was, I believe, Cody Hamley. 16, 18, 19, all pretty hard to read the font and color. I believe that is Hamley. Far side, Jordy Jones-Smith, 15 for sure. As the Snipers player falls on top of it, 15 on their shot clock. As Corey Upshaw's there as well, coming close to center but not over yet. As now Anderson falls. And the only defender back is Kranz, facing now 4 Whitby players. Well, the ball movement here. Murphy on his wrong side takes the shot anyways and then steps in the crease. 6:35 left in the quarter. That would have been officials' timeout, I think. Although we didn't take one in the third quarter either, so may not here in the fourth. 6-goal lead for the Snipers, 16-10. Nearing 6 minutes left to go. Laskowitz backs into John Leclerc. Laskowitz back with it. Brief switch. Laskowitz to his wrong side. Now less than 5 on the shot clock. It works in the middle. Vern Hill, a rising shot that bounds off the backboards, and that is the officials' timeout. Ball starts in the hands of Austin Murphy. Go time here for the Whitby Steelhawks as they look to keep pace with the Toronto Monarchs in the Arena Lacrosse League standings. Got to look behind them too, as we got a delayed penalty on the far side. Vern Hill was getting up, but it's against Hill. Miscommunication on who's the extra man is going to be. As Cody McMahon to the far side, Austin Murphy a low shot, and unable to pick up was Milligan, so it looks like the Snipers. And the whistle went. Bench arguing that's not possession, as it was whacked down the floor and ended up going into the net. It's a holding call against Vern Hill. Should have been allowed to play on as well, but I guess that went against Whitby too. But anyways, here's Murphy. And Milligan up top. Blaze Riordan near side. A lot of work being done in the middle here by Curtis Conley on the power play. Conley reaching for it now in a foot race with Tom Montour. And Montour taken hard into the boards. It's a painful way to be awarded possession as Conley gives Montour a parting shot. Montour will head off to the bench. As we hit 5 minutes left to go, Snipers will try and kill off as much of this penalty and the clock now as they can. Whitby not only worrying about keeping pace 2 games behind Toronto, but now only 1 game up on Paris and St. Catharines. Shockwave later this weekend will play the Toronto Monarchs. Paris Riverwolves with 2 games this weekend. So if this stays the same, quite a good possibility that Paris could be in second place by the end of the week. Austin Murphy, his shot over top of Warren Hill, recovers to his left, but picked up by Travis Zabolks. He got the evening started, and he puts it behind Warren Hill to make it 16-11. Go for the extra attacker. Another face-off win for Riley Johnson, though. That would have been the first part of the equation. McRory still hard after it as Kessler Doolittle picked up. Doolittle, Johnson again. Johnson all over and around his man. The shot bounced in front of Coote before going up out of play. 4 minutes left. Coote looking to the bench, not getting the call. And there's Hutchison. Round the back from Milligan. Jumper, and the shot from Blaze Riordan ends up in the stick of a Snipers player. And Vern Hill over center. Looks 4-on-4, but we've got 2 down the field in the Six Nations zone. So right now, Kessler Doolittle trying to work on the far side. Rag team out there for the Snipers. That shot clock is the Snipers' possession, so we'll play on as we come up over center. Garrett Lewis taking it there. Reminder, if you joined us late, no JP Keeley tonight for Whitby. Definitely a guy that they've missed is Austin Murphy. And Milligan mostly been shut down on that right side. Errant ball there. Travis Zabolks, though, has stepped in with a couple goals. He tries to get it here to Blaze Riordan. Shot clock down to 15, although it is picked up by Six Nations. Down the floor, Kyle Isaac spins back, shovels it towards the net. Coote the save. 2.5 now left in the fourth. 5-goal disadvantage for Whitby. Snipers lead 16-11, and still Coote not getting the call. Blaze Riordan the shot, another one wide as Doolittle hit him just as the shot was released. Milligan finds a cutter and a save by Hill on Cody McMahon. And they're going to try again as Austin Murphy shoveled it through, but McMahon had stepped back. And now final 2 minutes down the floor, the shot and the goal by Luke Laskowitz, and that might in fact be enough. Riley Johnson, another face-off win. Big story here tonight. ArenaLacrosseLeague.ca for the upcoming playoff schedule, your entire standings. And if you're anywhere near an Arena Lacrosse League arena, this is going to be a great playoff run down the stretch, including our quarterfinal games and Final Four weekend at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center, April 7th and 8th. Offsetting roughing penalties here in front of the net. One there for Six Nations. Murphy, Milligan, Riordan. In the corner, I believe, is McMahon. Sabolk's in the middle. McMahon, sidearm shot. Milligan off the shoulder of Warren Hill. And we'll hit the last minute of play here with 6 minutes remaining as Cody McMahon takes another rebound off the backboards. Another save from Hill. Oh, boy, the number of times he's been forced into the splits here tonight. He's going to make another save, though, and not touching it in the crease. Finally, although the count has been on for a while. Lucas Coote reaching for that, and Vern Hill was racing after it. 40 seconds remain here. And Hill in behind the ball carrier on the far side. Milligan down the floor. Murphy. Now Riordan, 30 seconds remaining. Off the shoulder of Hill and into the net. 17-12, but with only 30 seconds remaining, I think that's going to be much too high of a hill to climb. St. Catharines 6-5. They'll get the Monarchs at the track later. You can watch for that game on the YouTube channel. And Six Nations improves to 4-8 in a tie for 6th with the Peterborough Timbermen. Playoff race is on here in Arena Lacrosse League. And the Six Nations Snipers make good use of their home floor advantage. 17-12 will be your final score. On behalf of our producer and director tonight, Gary Morrison, the rest of our JVI Sports Network crew, and the Arena Lacrosse League, I'm Matthew Carrick. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to get notifications whenever we post a live game. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching.